to my channel. My name is Indrani. If you are new, welcome. In today's video, I am going to share my brand new watercolor set. And trust me, this is the biggest watercolor set I ever owned. Well, this set contains 100 watercolor cakes. So, as you can see, there is only some very basic information mentioned on the pack, nothing too detailed. There is no information about the pigments either, but honestly, that's completely fine because this is a budget range watercolor set, and I don't really mind that as long as the colors perform well. There is a solid tin case, and also there is a separate box that contains the brushes. So let's take a closer look at these brushes. This set comes with a water brush which looks like medium or large size, perfect for washes or larger areas. Um, and then there are three more regular brushes included. One small flat brush and two very tiny round brushes that are perfect for detail work. I think that's such a thoughtful addition for a budget set. And now, my first impression, the box itself feels quite sturdy. It's a solid tin case with a hinge lock, which I really like because it keeps everything secure. Okay, now let's take a look at these colors. Just look at them. They look absolutely gorgeous. These colors are 50 solid watercolor cakes, and on this side of the box, you will find some pastel shades, few fluorescent colors, and some metallic watercolors. I really love how they have grouped everything together. Alright, now let's take a closer look at the tin box itself. It's actually quite sturdy. You can feel the solid build quality the moment you hold it. And here is the best part. When you open the box, it lays completely flat on the table. I absolutely love the design. The color cakes are also well secured in their slots so nothing moves around or falls out. Now let's go to the most exciting part, the swatching. Let's see how these colors actually perform on paper. So after I finish swatching all these colors, I will be trying them out in Johanna Basford's Small Victories coloring book. It will be interesting to find out how these budget-friendly watercolors handle layering and shading, and especially in Joanna's coloring book. So make sure to stick around till the end because after the swatching, I will be doing a mini coloring test inside Small Victories and sharing my first impressions on how these paints perform in an actual coloring book. Okay, let's blend some of these colors. I really want to see how they layer and blend together, whether the transitions are smooth or not. Let's mix a few shades and find out how they behave. That looks quite nice. The colors seem to flow into each other beautifully, and I am really enjoying this part. It's always so satisfying to see how watercolor behaves once it touches the paper. By the way, I'm really curious to know what you guys prefer. Do you like having a big watercolor set like this one with tons of colors ready to use? Or do you prefer a smaller set with just the basic primary shades where you can mix your own custom colors? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Now, here is the final results of this blending before we move on to Johanna Basford's Small Victories coloring book. Alright, so now I'm going to try out these new watercolors in Johanna Basford's Small Victories coloring book. This is the page I have chosen where I have already colored few illustrations, and those are from when I was testing other watercolor sets and brush pens earlier. So if you're curious to see how those turned out, I will share the links to those videos in the description box below so you can check them out later. And that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching me unbox, swatch, and test this huge 100 color watercolor set. It was so much fun exploring all these shades, from the vibrant brights to the soft pastels and even those gorgeous metallics. Overall, I'm quite happy with how these paints performed for a budget friendly set. The blending was smooth and the colors were surprisingly vivid, and the colors worked pretty well in this book. By the way, I bought this set from Amazon India, and it was also my first art supply purchase here in Bangalore. And this set was really well packed. Amazon did a great job with the delivery. It came nicely bubble wrapped. I will also share the link of this watercolor set in the description box in case you are interested. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss my upcoming coloring and art supply videos. Thank you so much for watching and spending your time with me today. I will see you soon in my next video. Until then, happy coloring and stay creative.